During a night raid in eastern Afghanistan, a small assault force from SEAL Team 6 and supporting Delta operators moved on a high-value target compound wearing almost no body armor, no side plates, no thick soft armor panels, just minimal plate carriers with front and back plates, the rest of their torsos left uncovered to keep the weight down and the movement free. While conventional units in the same theater were running heavier protective systems, these operators had made the deliberate choice to go light. That decision was not made for comfort. It was made because the mission demanded speed, endurance, and the ability to fight in tight spaces without being slowed by their own gear. Special operations forces at the highest level do not approach body armor the same way conventional units do. For them, the priority is not maximum protection. It is the ability to move fast, stay effective over long periods, and complete the mission on their terms. The core reason comes down to how their missions actually work. Conventional infantry is often expected to hold ground, absorb contact, and fight sustained engagements. In that environment, more armor makes sense. Tier 1 units usually work differently. Their jobs frequently involve infiltration over long distances, climbing, moving through tight urban or compound terrain, conducting close quarters battle, or operating for extended periods with limited support. In those conditions, every extra pound becomes a liability. Weight is the first and most obvious factor. A full conventional armor setup with front and back plates, side plates, soft armor, and all the associated carriers can easily add 20 to 30 pounds or more before an operator even picks up a weapon, ammunition, or water. That weight compounds quickly. It increases fatigue, slows movement, raises the risk of injury over long marches, and reduces the ability to react explosively when contact happens. Special operations teams often accept less coverage in exchange for the ability to move farther, faster, and with less physical cost. Mobility is the second major factor. Heavy armor restricts range of motion. It makes it harder to climb walls, squeeze through windows, go prone quickly, transition between shooting positions, or fight in confined spaces. In close quarters battle inside compounds or buildings, the ability to move fluidly and bring a weapon to bear faster can matter more than having extra plates covering the sides of the torso. Many operators prefer a minimal plate carrier that protects the vital organs from the most likely threats while leaving the rest of the body free to move. Heat is another serious consideration. Body armor traps heat. In hot environments, that heat buildup becomes a performance killer. Operators dehydrate faster, tire sooner, and lose cognitive sharpness. On long-duration missions, or in climates where temperatures stay high, reducing armor weight and bulk is one of the most effective ways to manage heat stress. Some teams will deliberately strip down to the lightest viable setup simply to stay functional longer. Endurance ties all of these factors together. Special operations missions can involve hours of movement before any shooting starts. An operator who arrives at the objective already exhausted from carrying excess weight is less effective, less accurate, and more likely to make mistakes. By keeping armor minimal, teams preserve physical and mental performance for the critical moments of the mission. There is also a doctrinal difference in how risk is managed. Conventional forces often prepare for the possibility of prolonged contact and indirect fire. Elite special operations units frequently design missions to avoid sustained fights altogether. They rely on surprise, speed, superior training, and precise application of force. In that framework, the best protection is not always more armor. Sometimes it is not being there when the enemy is ready, or finishing the fight before the enemy can effectively respond. This is why operators from units like Delta Force and SEAL Team 6 are often seen in slick or low-profile plate carriers. These carriers are designed to hold hard plates over the vital areas while minimizing bulk and weight. Soft armor is sometimes omitted entirely. Side plates are frequently left out. The goal is to protect against the most dangerous threats, primarily rifle rounds to the chest and back, while accepting greater exposure elsewhere in exchange for performance. The philosophy is consistent across many top-tier units. Carry what you need to survive the most likely lethal threats, and nothing that significantly degrades your ability to complete the mission. But the picture is not as simple as elite operators wear almost no armor. They do wear armor. They simply configure it differently based on the mission. On direct action raids in high-threat urban environments, many teams will run more coverage. When the threat of fragmentation or longer engagements increases, side plates and soft armor often return. In vehicle operations or static positions, heavier setups become more common. The decision is rarely absolute. It is a calculated trade-off based on intelligence, terrain, duration, and expected contact. There are also practical limits. No operator wants to get shot. The choice to run lighter is not made lightly. It is the result of experience, training, and a clear understanding of what the mission demands. Teams that consistently operate with minimal armor do so because their selection, physical conditioning, and tactics are built around that choice. They train under load. They rehearse movement in the exact configuration they will use, and they accept that speed and endurance are forms of protection in their own right. Modern materials have also changed the equation. Newer plates are lighter than older generations while offering comparable or better protection. That allows operators to maintain ballistic performance with less weight penalty. Even so, the fundamental trade-off remains. Every additional plate or layer still costs mobility and endurance. The result is a clear difference on real missions. Regular infantry often looks heavily protected because their role demands it. Elite operators from units like Delta Force and SEAL Team 6 often look comparatively light because their role demands something else. The ability to move farther, arrive fresher, fight more dynamically, and leave before the situation turns into a prolonged engagement. That is the real reason elite operators frequently carry almost no body armor. It is not carelessness, it is prioritization. When the mission rewards speed, endurance, and freedom of movement more than maximum coverage, the armor gets stripped down to the minimum that still offers a realistic chance of surviving the most dangerous hits. Function still comes first. If this gave you a clearer understanding of how special operations teams actually think about armor and risk, hit like and subscribe. More breakdowns on the real equipment and decision-making behind elite units are coming. Drop a comment and tell me what gear trade-off you want covered next.